Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 426. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam, and this is a talk episode where the tutors talk. So,
Thursday morning podding.
Thursday morning podding.
I hear babies making a fuss.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. We got babysitter Kaylee on duty.
That's right. So, everybody should just get into flipping.
No.
There's houses everywhere right now, dude.
Everyone should not get into
houses
flipping.
Galore. I think you should get into flipping. When I first got into flipping, the real estate market was on the up as far as for sellers. So every time we sold, we'd make more money. Because everything was like bidding up, right? Mm-hmm. Not everything, but most shit was bidding up. So when we started, it was really cool because we could fuck up our numbers and it would bid up. And at that time, people didn't think their shit was worth gold yet.
Dude, yeah.
Well, then it's, people thought their shit was worth gold and it'd still go up a little bit. But then that kind of stopped and you're kind of like whatever you were asking, you were kind of getting around that. But people were selling their shit for a lot. Well, now we just hit this little thing where people think their stuff's worth more than when we started for sure, but they're not like stupid and think it's worth gold. At least that's what I'm noticing with a few folks. Not all folks. Some folks are being retarded. But a lot of people are starting to come to reality. But when you go to sell, it ain't running up.
No, it's
not running up. And it's actually going under a lot of the times. There's doing some price decreases or like, people offering below
asking
list. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's definitely turned to a buyer's market big time.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at how many houses are on the market now compared to 2-3 years ago,
dude,
more than 3 times, I would say.
Oh yeah, and we keep getting places.
Yeah,
like we keep getting them. So hopefully, I think it'll play out for us just fine. But yeah, it's pretty crazy what.
Yeah, Shaun and I have been doing market research.
Mm-hmm.
I always have.
You've always looked at houses. You haven't paid attention to the market trends.
Yeah. So now, like, we have a couple houses that are going to be going on the market soon. So I was, like, looking at those areas to see, like, how I think they're going to do. And they're going to do, I think, very well. Because one of them is in a neighborhood in Chippewa. And we're going to list it for under $200,000. There's only 3 other houses that are listed under $200,000.
Right.
And those ones need work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too worried about that one. And then another one that we probably won't actually have listed for probably another month or 2, probably 2 months. There's 2 other houses in that immediate neighborhood for sale, and one's contingent, but it needs updating, and the other one's for sale and it needs updating.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, having shit not needing updating is definitely going to play in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the first things I was taught.
Yeah, for sure. Anything, like, most of the stuff on the market that's contingent, I would say it's either it needs updating, but it's priced fairly for needing updating.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like they don't have to do a single thing when they move in.
Right.
For the most part.
Some people are still price stupid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, ones that are contingent.
Oh, the ones that are contingent.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, so we'll kind of see how things go. I like it. We just got a place accepted offer yesterday. Sorry. I put my first offer in on a gun collection. I don't think I've ever offered on collections before. Putting an offer on a gun collection. I offered too low. I was thinking that the owner probably didn't have many options, and I was very wrong because they had an offer, or they accepted an offer the following day, and would not tell me what it was for, which I think is dumb. I think more people need to haggle.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? That's something that I really don't like about. That's tough when you're working with so many different parties, because you have a seller, an agent, and a buyer.
Yeah.
So you have 4 people, and I'm just like, tell my agent one thing, my agent relays it to that agent relays it to the seller. And it's like, dude,
like the gun collection doesn't have to do with the house, so can I just talk to the buyer or the seller directly? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but they want to keep that separate. I'm sure they want to keep that separate because they don't want us talking about the houses directly or something. I don't really know. But I'm just sitting here like this. If I could just go, hey, you're asking ridiculous amounts for your collection. I came in ridiculously low. You know, what other offers are you seeing? Okay, yep, definitely doesn't make sense for me to offer, or yep, it does.
But you also got to think, I mean, I guess if they would have like told you before they accepted the other offer, because think about like on Marketplace, how pissed you get when someone's like, yep, like you can come get it, and then they're like, oh, actually,
but they don't even have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? If someone's like, hey, I'll give you, let's say, okay, boom, I'll give you 20 grand. And they go, okay, one sec. And then they could have just hit me back. Hey, I was offered 20. Are you interested?
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if they would have already accepted the other one.
Right.
And then they came back to you and you're like, oh, I'll offer more.
Right.
Then it's kind of a douchey move.
Well, it's a douchey move for sure. But that's the thing that bothers me with it is, like, you have multiple interested parties.
And you didn't even counter the other one.
You don't counter.
Yeah.
Just counter. And, like, then we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
So that's the thing that always bothers me, because like we bought a house from a probate, and the brother and sister were like, oh, we've got a truck, a 4-wheeler, trailer, something else. Okay, cool. And I was like, well, I'm definitely interested in the truck. Let me know what the place will buy it at, and I'll let you know if I'll pay more. Okay, sweet. Boom, they go message me, hey, they'll buy it for, I think it was like 29 grand. And I just responded, I was like, take that all day. I can only give you 20. Mm-hmm. And if you look at comps, no one's giving you more than 25.
Yeah.
So like, no idea how the dealership's giving you that, but take it.
Yeah.
You know, had they come back at like 20, 21, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's have a discussion. Maybe I'll give you, maybe I'll go over my 20, go to 22 or whatever,
Yeah.
But it's just the fact of like being able to talk to them instant. Boom, they send me a message, I look at it and I go, nope, I'm not interested. Take that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had it on the other side where someone hits me with something. I'm like, yep, when do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll come right now.
Yeah.
That's like a trailer we bought. I'm like, yeah,
oh, yeah,
right now. I'll come right now. So that's we deal with the same thing with real estate. And there's nothing, I mean, dude, I work with a ton of great realtors. The realtor that got us this, she's great. That's not what I'm getting at. My point is this, like, I put in an offer and they'll just be like, nope. It didn't happen on this house, thankfully. Actually.
No, it did originally.
It did originally. Yep. It's just like, nope, we're not interested. And then thankfully my realtor's like, well, what would interest you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would?
We've had lots of weird shit happening lately.
So much like that. Dude, it's just like, yeah, I'm so sick of the, like, just throw random offers at the board. No. Just tell me the fucking world we're in.
Yeah.
And now that we're in the same world, let's have a negotiation back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just like, no. What do you mean no? Yeah. How fucking close are we?
Right.
Are we 50 grand off or are we 5 grand off? Because if we're 5 grand off, I'm willing to play ball.
Right.
And you want to know what it ended up being?
5 grand.
5 fucking grand off, dude. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, and this person too really seems like they wanted to get rid of it like now. It's just like,
you're just like, let's play.
Yeah,
Let's play in the sand. But dude, this is so much like this is so common in that world. Here's the issue. I've worked with a lot of good realtors who've been in the game for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I've worked with some good realtors who haven't been in the game that long. I've worked with some realtors that haven't been in the game long that
Are not good.
Not good. And who've been in the game a long time and who are not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ones that are good, they do exactly what I just said. They like keep pressuring, keep asking questions. What will make them happy? You know, they're just like ba, 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 ba. The ones that aren't just like let deals die.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's make this work. If this works, everybody wins. Everyone wins.
Yeah. Or like, because like this one, like she like went on her own and was just like, okay, you denied it, so what would work?
Exactly.
But like we've had other ones that come back to us and they're just like, well, they just denied it.
Yep. So we're done.
And it's just like, well, why don't you ask like what their counter is? Like we have to pressure our realtor to counter for us. Yep. And we're just like, you should have just already been on this.
You should be asking, what can we do to make it work? They're serious. They got money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like da-da-da. And we can, and then just promoting it. We can close in this amount of time. We can do this. But, you know, it's the difference of working with like great realtors who you have a good relationship with and working with your average realtor.
Yeah.
And I've talked about it at lengths with like AJ, and he thinks there should be realtors, and I don't disagree, and I haven't always, you know what I'm saying, but my thing is this, is like, I don't think they should be necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, I know some folks who will go to bat a lot more than some realtors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've seen contracts be written up by realtors where I have to message and correct them multiple times. Now, is that the norm? Maybe not. Actually, if you think about how many transactions the average realtor, that might be the norm.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point being is like, you need to be like, I don't think you should have to be a realtor to buy and sell stuff on the MLS is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? And that was my kind of thing, is like, I've seen a lot of people do things way worse than I would do. And I don't have my license and they do.
Right.
You know, that's kind of what I mean by that. And especially if you own your own property.
Because anybody can post on the MLS, right? You don't have to be a realtor.
I think so. I just don't think you can like go and view houses and stuff without a realtor.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's what I remember, like someone saying that once. Like,
I think you can list on the MLS if you're not a realtor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which makes, dude, I don't know. I can see it making sense, because then how much faster can you get people direct to you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Hey, here's my shit. Just come direct to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. And like, I get on the buying end, like having a realtor, right? Because like they have to fill out the contract, like the WB11. What, like, not always, but for the average Joe, I get like having
average Joe.
But like on the selling side, you just have to review the contract that they send you and be like, okay, do I like these terms? Yep. Cool. Because that's like one of the things, like when we are selling and we like our realtor is just like, well, here are the offers. And it's just like, it's just so simple, basically. Right. And I'm like, we didn't need you for this.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not shitting on the realtors. We work with a lot of good realtors. But yeah, to me, it's just like, there's so much of that where, I don't know, it would be, I just think it's similar to so many other things. They have those like career fields, and those career fields they made to protect themselves to keep that career field there.
Yeah.
You know, where you kind of get that with like needing master electricians, master plumbers, and everything to pull permits for certain things that like you don't need a master plumber electrician. Now, are there some things that should require it? Sure.
Yeah.
But when you need a master electrician to pull a permit so you can run a wire from one room to the other, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. This
Like
don't
you're
make
telling me
no
like
sense.
a basic electrician can't do that.
Dude, we learned that stuff back in frickin', I think like the 7th or 8th grade in shop class. We learned how to run a circuit,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not saying
Everyone should be able to do it.
right, but my point is like your average DIY person, your average electrician can run a circuit. So it's just stuff like that, you know. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we were recording.
No, you're good. There's just a lot of protection on a lot of layers that I don't know if is necessary. It's kind of like the
whole concrete thing. In the past 10 years, like they added all these rules with
haunch footings, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's things have just gotten out of hand.
It blows my mind.
Regulations.
Yeah, regulations. It blows my mind, like, with how many more, like, Andy Frisell says it actually. We're like one of the least free countries.
Right.
Because we have so many more laws compared to most countries.
That's right.
And it's like, yeah, just look at putting up a house. How many rules and laws you have to follow just to build a house.
Mm-hmm.
And it blows my mind that, and it's actually really funny because I follow a guy on YouTube called, I think his name's Cy the Inspector. And he's out in Arizona and he does new home inspections.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows how poorly these new homes are built.
Mm-hmm.
And inspectors are passing him.
Right.
Like, he was literally showing how, like, a house without broken trusses.
Right.
And the inspector passed it. Yep. And he's just like, what?
It doesn't make sense.
But then, like, here, you put the wrong, or you don't put footings on a concrete pad that you're going to put a shed on.
Right.
And they're like, nope.
Right.
Can't build on it.
Right. Does not attach to anything else.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. And I know people can make an argument that there should be footings. Okay. I guess. But it's just like, it's a shed or a garage on a floating slab. If it's going to move, it's going to move. It's still going to last a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of things like that.
You can't tell me houses built in the fucking 40s, 50s, 60s that are still standing in still good shape. They don't have footings, do they?
A lot of them have foundations and a lot of them have footings, but a lot of them aren't great footings.
Yeah.
Like we've looked at some and we're actually working on one right now that has like maybe 1 foot of footings, and the house is pretty like, but that's 80 years.
Right.
You know, the house is pretty like janky, but it's been there for 80 years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you see houses that have been built in the past 10 years, and some of those are pretty janky.
Yeah, some are pretty janky, but a lot of times the foundation's not janky.
Yeah.
Because you're pouring like footings, or, you're pouring like 4-foot footings. And then a lot of the on-slab stuff is haunch footings. Here's my thing. I'm with it if you want to say you need it for a house. Okay, sure. But a shed or a garage? Come on, dude. Like, you're not inhabiting it.
Right.
You know? That's kind of the way I look at a lot of stuff is like, and even then, well, I guess the good thing about regulations is it helps maybe like an average Joe contractor who doesn't know much from fucking an owner.
That's true, yeah.
And that part's nice. That's good. Because we've seen a lot of contractors, and we haven't always done stuff by the books either. We've seen a lot of contractors who've done stuff that it's like, oh, that is not even in the world of being right.
Right.
That's far, far, far into the wrong, you know? So I get stuff like that. But it's, I just think, I mean, this whole thing could be like, there's so much regulation and everything that if we're free, if we're actually a free country, some of that regulation should be able to be tapered back.
Right, yeah. I think, I don't know, I guess it just depends on your qualifications, but as we know, like, to get your general contractor qualifier, it's only, what was it, 20 hours of continuing ed every 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
So, I mean, you can't tell me that 20 hours every 2 years is going to teach you everything that you need to know to be a GC.
No, God, dude. No. No. But that's how a lot of stuff is. I don't know.
Well, think about, I mean, no, like, doctors, nurses, engineers. I mean, they all have to go to school for 8 years.
And look how much stuff they fuck up.
I mean, true, yeah. But GCs, how much schooling did you need to get your GC?
I think the course was like 30 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely holes. There's a lot of holes.
Yeah.
In the system.
For sure.
I don't know.
It's just like so interesting, like, so you can be a GC with 30 hours of courses.
Yep.
But it takes years to become a master electrician, a master plumber.
I know, right? That shit is fucked up.
So that's like where I'm just like,
that stuff's fucked up.
meh,
And what's funny is they're like, oh, you know, like, dude, electrical is going to kill you. No doubt. Electrical is going to kill you. I guess if you have the gas improperly ran, like if you don't have vents and stuff, I guess the gases could potentially kill you for plumbing. But like how stringent plumbing is, how many people died from their house like having a water leak?
right.
Not many.
No.
If any.
No.
The electrical thing I understand.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But
And HVAC, I like. Well, you don't have to be a master HVAC, right?
I think you do.
Is there?
Yeah, I think you do.
I just don't hear it as much as with HVAC as we do plumbing and electrical.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have that. Yeah.
So is that what Aaron is?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Weird. The trades are so cool, dude.
Are they?
I think so. Who was I telling? Oh, Mike Rowe said that, like, the trades is going to be like a, what did I tell you? It was like a $7 billion, $20 billion business in the next, like, 2 to 4 years. Because so many people are retiring that prices are just going to go skyrocketing.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. The thing, here's an issue that I see with a lot of things. You get a lot of dudes who start This is the issue. So many people start construction entrepreneurship has been infatuated. Is that the right word? Like
inflated?
Maybe. Anyways, it's been like very much entrepreneurship is what everyone should do. So everyone and their brother, like me, decided to get into entrepreneurship right away. And it's working out for us, no doubt. But one of the first things we did was I hired folks with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And so they could help teach us. A lot of people are just going into business and doing not good work or mediocre work or whatever at a young age to have a business. Where I believe before, it seemed like it at least, people would go work somewhere for 5, 10, 15 years, learn the craft, learn the skill with mentors, and then go out on their own. So like, I think a lot of what we're going to see is there's so much knowledge being lost because of the people that are like phasing out and not training in new people, because so many people decide to go out on their own. And I've told a lot of folks this in construction. I'm like, don't just, they go to college and they get their 1-year degree and they're like, I want to start a business. And I'm like, no.
Like, go work for someone and learn as much as you can.
Exactly. Go work, learn, spend 5, 10 years to really like develop those skills, then go out on your own.
Yeah. Because think how daunting, like, back to when we first started, like, especially when we first started customer work. Thankfully, we started in flips, so we didn't have to do like estimates for customers.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But think how daunting that would have been, like, your first estimate with the customer with minimal experience.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
Even like our first couple of flips, like, we didn't do so well because like we didn't know our numbers.
Right, exactly.
But like you said earlier, luckily we were in a seller's market, so buyers were bidding up houses.
That's why I say folks should get in now, because you're getting at like medium pricing, but it's selling low, so most people that get in now will just lose money. And that'll just take them out of the running for a while. So you should get into flipping.
Sure.
Because if you get into flipping, if right now, and they lose and they fail, most of them won't ever consider doing it again, and they'll tell everyone they know how terrible of an experience it was, which will bring down the competition long term.
My only worry is, nope, it's going to happen regardless of pricing. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, my only worry is how many houses these new DIYers are going to fuck up. But
who cares?
it's not going to matter anyways. If the pricing's good or bad, they'll still fuck it up.
They'll fuck it up, and then we'll get a call to fix it.
Yeah.
I am in. Yeah, I'm in. So, yeah. That's kind of what I got on that stuff. I don't know. Good or bad. I don't know. But here's the good. The good is, right now, we're buying a lot of places. And we got a lot of work. And shit, we're booking out like,
dude,
in the next year, a lot.
Well into next year. We have
Yeah.
a couple additions for next year already.
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
Just retarded.
And Shaun just keeps getting us flips.
It's beautiful, dude. It's a beautiful thing. Take the work while it's there. And what's nice is like a lot of these customer jobs now, I'm just like, yeah, next year. Take it or leave it. So it's like, yeah, if we book out our next year, sweet.
Did Brooke tell you Jim Erickson was talking us up at the
really?
club?
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And there was something I was going to bring up today. Oh, dude. So for the last about the last year, I've been doing like different things to try and like fix my shit, right? Like the parasite cleanse and mold detox, all that stuff, right? And so a lot of stuff was like, you need to take it 3 times a day, and it was a lot easier to take it with food. So I haven't really fasted much in the last year. And so yesterday, and I just did like intermittent fasting, 17 hours, maybe 17, 18 hours, something like that yesterday. I felt so good.
You were cooking.
My productivity was stupid.
Yeah.
It was like probably one of the most productive days this whole year.
That's impressive.
I don't know if it's a correlation or whatever, but I'm like, dude, there's something to this.
Dude, and the wild thing too was like Shaun, so we did our first week of KPIs. We're going to go through this real quick. Brooke won at 75%. And then I think it was Kyle at 65. I was at 50. Shaun was at
40.
And Shaun's like, I think about 100% for the week already. Or still.
Still, yep. I got to keep it rolling today and tomorrow.
Yeah. But still to be on at Wednesday and 100%ing it, that's impressive.
Cooking, dude. Cooking. But yeah, I felt good. And what was crazy was when I broke my fast and I ate, I had like around 12 to 15, around 12, 1400, something like that, calories and 100 grams of protein. And usually when I eat, I get tired. I wasn't even tired after I ate that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I usually wake up after I eat. When you eat that much, is that what you're saying?
no, just in general.
Oh.
Like I get a little tired when I eat. But
Weird.
like I ate that and I was like, I feel fine. You know, you think about it. If you were to bang out 2 of those meals a day, you're good.
Mm.
You know, 200 grams of protein. The calorie thing, it'd be interesting to see what that looks like.
What's your longest fast you've done?
24, 25 hours, I think.
Okay.
That's like fast. But then in the hospital with IVs, 96 hours.
Doesn't count.
Technically, that was a fast.
Oh, I know, but we're not counting that now. That was 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Technically a fast.
Whatever. We did just learn though, and I think it's very accurate. Women are supposed to only do up to a 48-hour fast, because then
That's when their growth hormone peaks out.
yeah. So women's peak out sooner because our bodies want to hold on to fat after that for survival if we have a kid. Which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually. And then men's peak out at 72 hours.
What I would be interested, though, in seeing is like, yes, that is the case for growth hormone.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, that's the case maybe for like fat retention. But I wonder if that's the case for like cell rejuvenation. You know, because they say like when you go...
Well, isn't that like what growth hormone is for? Cell rejuvenation?
I'm sure. Maybe, yeah. But I like they say, you know, after like 24 hours, you really start like rebuilding and getting rid of bad cells.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the longer you carry that, the more it like heals you.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder like where that is. It actually 72 hours? Should you not really do fast longer than 72 hours?
Right.
And then for women, is it 48? I don't know. So I know some folks say like, you know, a week fast is good.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, wasn't there that guy that fasted for like 150 days?
No, he did just shy of 400 days.
That's right.
He was also 450 pounds, 500 pounds when he started. Yeah. So, I don't know. I know when you think about a couple things, right? Like, eating takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you eat, the more your body has to work and break shit down. So you're like consuming energy. Well, if you're not eating and taking up the time, you're not consuming that energy, you can just rip a lot more.
Yeah.
And I used to do that a lot. And I was thinking back on it. I was like, man, I used to be like 2 years ago, for that whole year, I was really productive. I would like fast. I'd get up. I wouldn't train in the morning. I would just work and I would get so much done in the first couple hours in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like, yeah, dude, I would start fasting around like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then I would just rip the next day fasting until like, you know, till like noon or whatever. And I would just get so much shit done.
Yeah.
Then you can eat, train, eat, be done.
Mm-hmm. I really like working out at noon or noonish, like midday.
It's really nice.
It's just like the best way to like wake up for the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I talked about this before, but man, my workouts when I take amino energy are so much better than when I don't take amino energy.
Right. Yep.
I'm just able to rip so much more.
Right. That is very true.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I haven't deadlifted in a long time. Like actually deadlifted.
Mm-hmm.
I did it on Monday. My hamstrings are still sore.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it felt so good. I was weak as shit, though.
Yeah, it takes, like, because I started training my squat pretty good at the beginning of the year, and it probably took me, like, 6 to 8 weeks to start feeling good with, like, medium load again. And so you'd have to keep that going for months to feel good with heavy load.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I only did 95 pounds.
Right.
And that was, I mean, I did 4 sets of 10, but still, that was hard. And I was like, fuck, dude, I am weak.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely, like, do training. You have to train consistent with intensity for a long freaking time to be used to moving weight.
Because the one program we did that, like, we didn't actually do the lifts. You were still doing lifts that helped those muscles, like, for your deadlift, for your squat.
Right, and you're still training heavy.
Yep. But, like, for the past, I mean, couple months, like, when I do Dana's, like, hers are so, like, this leg workout is quad focused. This one is hamstring focused. Right. So I've been really only hitting the quad focused ones for the past couple months and just doing, like, occasional hamstring stuff. So yeah, hitting hamstrings, I was like, damn, I need to, like, do more.
That's the issue. That's, like, the number one issue with Dana's program, and she brought that up on the podcast.
Like, her program is for bodybuilding.
If you're not training 6 days a week, you should be very timid on doing Dana's program.
Her DLB daily ones. Yeah. She does have a push-pull program on her app. Right.
Well, she was talking about bringing on, like, power lifters, cross trainers, shit like that for...
Yeah. Because, I mean, she has a push-pull program, but she designed it.
Right.
So, yeah, she wants, like, a power lifter to come on board to design a program even for, like, powerlifting.
Dude, even, like, cross-training, functional fitness, shit like that. Like, bodybuilding is bodybuilding, and it's awesome, but you got to be able to train 6 days a week. Otherwise, you're not hitting all your muscle groups, and you're going to get unbalanced. Thank you. And so that's why I've done her stuff here and there, but I try not to do it a lot because I know I'm only going to train 3 days a week.
Yeah, I mean, it was really great when I was at Gold Star and I was training 5 days a week, 6 days a week.
Right. But now that you're not, you got to, like, either you got to start training 5 to 6 days a week again, or you got to adjust what you're doing.
I'll probably see what her push-pull one is like.
Yeah.
And look at that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just get imbalanced, you get weak, shit like that.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's good to be in balance and strong.
In balance, yeah.
In balance and strong.
You said it really fast, so it sounded like imbalance again. Unbalanced.
I
don't know. Anyways.
Nice. Let's see here.
I thought I had something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Dude, we were talking about going back to the market. Now that I'm, like, trying to actually analyze the market and, like, take notes and stuff on it, I was telling Shaun this, and you mentioned that, like, AJ said this. A house over $450,000 doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Their pricing is so random.
It is, dude. It's like you have to find the right buyer over 450. A lot of it sits, a lot of it has a lot of price adjustments, and people just kind of list. It doesn't even seem like a lot of it's comparables. They just list it at whatever they want to.
Yeah.
Because there's shit in the one neighborhood, similar size lots, different size houses, but some are newer, nicer layouts, updated, not updated. And the price difference on these fuckers is like $300,000 or $400,000 difference between the three of them.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you saying?
Yeah, it was like what? One was like $590.
Bro, the $590, I was like, I would consider taking the $590 over the $850.
Yeah.
Like, but based on layout and looks.
Because the $850 one, like, obviously was more square footage.
Yeah.
But it was built in the 80s.
yeah, the stupid thing is you're talking about like 3,000 square foot compared to 5,000 square foot.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's still a lot of house.
what the fuck am I doing with 5,000 square feet?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was just so random. And they're all in the same neighborhood. It's not like there were different parts of town. Like,
right.
they were all in the same neighborhood.
It's just crazy, dude, how much those prices.
Mm-hmm. And one of them had like it had a attached 3-stall and then a detached 2-stall, and that made the price randomly $100,000 more. And I was like, what?
It makes sense. I mean, a 3-stall garage, if you were to build it, would probably be around $100,000.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's one less thing you have to do that's already there.
Yeah.
So I get that.
But yeah, it was just very random. Like looking at houses around Eau Claire that are more than $450,000, you're just like, I could spend, and some of them are like $1 million, and you're just like, you want me to buy that for $1 million? But then there's one 10 minutes down the road for $550.
Well, the other thing that's tough with a lot of that is like, okay, you'll see stuff in cul-de-sacs, like that one we looked at for 600 in a neighborhood cul-de-sac with 0.75 acres, right?
Yeah.
Well, for 100,000 more, and you could lowball it, you could get a nicer house, not nicer finishes, but a nicer like layout, a bigger, like a nicer house, not nicer finishes, okay? But like a nice house, huge garage, 10 to 20 acres for 100,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, sure, I don't get the finishes, but I get a nicer house, get huge extra shop, including garage,
Nicer location,
acreage for 100,000 more, and I bet you could get it for only 50,000 more.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Cheaper taxes, even though you have acreage. Like, it's just crazy when you start thinking about shit like that. It's like, and it's like the ones we were looking at, the 3 in that neighborhood. I was like, oh, these 3 are cool. I'd rather take the couple on acreage that are in the same price category with an outdated nice house.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's just crazy when you start looking at stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, like, updating a house, some of that stuff you could slowly do over time.
Mm-hmm.
Which will save you money in the long run, not having a bigger mortgage.
Right. Yep. Doing it as you can do it. And then you can figure out what finishes you want, how you want to do things, if you want to adjust layouts, shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, Shaun, I just have some random books on the shelf behind me. And so one of them is called...
The New Design Rules.
Yeah. The New Design Rules. And so I was just like sitting here because we had to wait for my computer to warm up. And I was like flipping through this and I was like, dude, this thing is banging. And one of her first things that she talks about is like design regret or DIY regret. Reno regret, that's what she calls it. And she talks about how you should live in it or visit it frequently at different times of the day so you know what you want to do to the house before you do it. And that was one thing, like with Robin Road, our other house, if we would have lived in it before we started work, we would have known, hey, it would be really nice to have a patio door off the back.
Right.
But because we didn't think about that, and it was shortly after we moved in that we're just like, man, that would have been really nice to do. But we already gutted this room, did all of it, so we're not going to put it in now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that, like, I think is huge if you're doing, like, a house for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing, like, we're trying to do right now is, like, we know in the next 5 to 10 years we'll probably want to build a house. We'll for sure upgrade in the next probably 2 years, I would say. 2, 3, 4 years. So we want to go look at these houses, these nicer houses now while they're on the market. So then we know like things that we want in a future house.
Mm-hmm.
Even like living in multiple houses before we build one helps us figure out what we want in a house and don't want in a house.
Yep. Different layouts, different shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you an idea, different finish styles, stuff like that.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I can already tell you, I want a kitchen cabinet that's flat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I hate how much dust picks up on the little front edge of the face.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what color the fucking cabinet is, you still see it.
Right. Yeah.
And dog hair
great
gets
cabinets.
Yeah, dog hair gets stuck in there. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. There's shit you learn.
Yeah.
Shit you learn while you do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. You got anything else?
Ooh, one thing she does talk about, which is interesting, that I just saw real quick. Sorry. To design your home for like all year round, don't design it for seasonal. Which I think is so interesting, because like she talks about like not changing your decorations for the seasons.
I'm fucking with it, dude.
And I'm like, damn. I was like, I just had those jars for a little bit at the other house, and I'd changed the inside stuff for like if it was winter or fall time or whatever. And I got sick of doing it after 1 year. I was like, this is dumb. So now they're sitting downstairs in storage.
Right.
So I completely get it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's what I got.
All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.